All right, I think we're live. How's it going, guys? Anybody that is joining me today on this pretty chilled Sunday? So today, thought it'd be fun to just go live and show you guys a little bit of a product that I've been working on called Product Panda. It's an AI product that uses Bubble as the no-code builder, and then we've plugged into OpenAI to do some just cool little interesting things with product descriptions. So I got my coffee. Today is just going to be a chill work along. Got some lo-fi beats on. Going to be doing some stuff to the product here. You can see here is the very basic shell of it. I suppose the first thing to do would probably just show you where we're at right now, right? So if I click on preview, let's take a look. So you can see down here when you log in, you get the instruction panel on the left-hand side. So to get a product description, actually, I'll probably just explain briefly what this is for. So I actually built this for my girlfriend. So she runs an Etsy store. One of the things that she doesn't like doing is the product descriptions, or something that she's not the greatest at, writing the copy for the product descriptions, finding new and interesting keywords for the products that she's selling. She sells different types of jewelry on Etsy. So yeah, I thought it would be a good opportunity to just see how the OpenAI could be used to help her out with that, really. So today what we're going to do is just make some adjustments to it, and then we're just going to deploy it and get it live. So let's have a quick look. What item are you selling? So this can pretty much work with any type of item. I'll show you like a jewelry piece, sterling silver, let's say. Necklace with elephant pendant. And let's say we want this to have like a meaningful tone to the description. We can click generate, and we can also get the keywords as well. So if I click get keywords, we can click generate. It's just going to call OpenAPI. It's going to do its thing. So it sends the prompt in the back end using these two inputs, and then it's going to pull back our response here. So yeah, we can see the product description. It's pretty good, man. Like the way that the prompts come through are pretty good. I have to say. It takes liberties sometimes. So it does take liberties with things like, potentially knowing what the clasp is like on this piece of jewelry. But that's fine. This isn't literally supposed to be a copy and paste. It's 100% done job. It's a case of copy, edit the little bits that need changing, and then you can use it in your product description. So you can see the keywords here. So this is the generator. So we're in the generator page now. If we go to the history, and it will give you all your previous items on the left-hand side. If you click on them, it's going to show you those different pieces. So if I just do another quick one to show you, if I flip back to generator here, if I say baby shark kids backpack, we want this tone to be excited and fun. Okay, so I click generate on this one. So as you can see, it does a pretty good job. It's not as long as the other one, but it's even picked up like the Baby Shark song, right? So if you can see down here, with a colorful design featuring their favorite characters from the popular Baby Shark song, which is pretty cool, eh? So if we don't like this one, what you can do is click regenerate on this, and it will pull through a new one. It'll leave the keywords, the original keywords here. So it'll pull through a different one. You can also regenerate the keywords as well. When you click copy on these, it's going to copy it to the clipboard. So you can then take it wherever you want, copy it in, and you're good to go. Give me a sec. Let me just turn the music down a little bit in the background. So yeah, this is what we're working on. It's pretty much good. There's a couple of things that I want to change here, which is the way that the data is stored. So you can see down here now, we click on history. We've got both of our previous items on the left-hand side. We can click on this one. We can click on this one, and it's going to come through. But from a user experience perspective, one of the things that I've found is, this is feedback from my partner, is she's find this useful in regards to putting the item in, putting the tone in, and then when you click generate, what happens is it takes all of this stuff. It generates these results, and then it stores it straight into the database. So it'll be in your history straight away. Okay. Now, sometimes what's happening is she might want to change. She doesn't like the tone of it, so she wants to change the tone. Now you can change the tone here. So you could change this to meaningful, for example. Or let's just change this to like hyper energy. Get keywords, generate. So it's still selling the same product, but it's testing out different tones. Now, let's say that she liked this one, but she didn't like the previous one. Both of them are stored in the history. Now, she might be trying out like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 different tones. So then what happens here is you've got like all of them saved in the previous items, and it kind of clogs up this previous items list. Whereas really what would be better is whichever is the last one that is generated would probably be the one that we want saved, if that makes sense. So we don't want to keep saving each one, because if you're having to change the tone every time, presumably that's because you're not happy with the initial response, right? So you can either regenerate, but the tone's going to be the same. So if you go into change the tone, then it's going to generate you a new response, but it's going to store the old ones in the database as well. So I think we want to change the way that the data is saved. So rather than saving it on click of this button, there's a couple of ways we could do this. We could input a save button, or we could make it so that when the item changes, it saves the last one afterwards. What would be the best way to do this? So let's have a play around, right? So I'm going to come into the editor. Let's go into our main container. And the results container. Right, okay, there we go. So we got our results container, and let's also bring in the sidebar. Oh, what I'm going to do actually is, while we're here, I'm just going to post this on Twitter and see if anybody wants to come and say hello. How do I get the, let me get the YouTube link. And there we are, look. So let's see, let's actually use OpenAI. Let's use OpenAI to help us write this tweet. Oh no, they're offline. Sunday, it must be the busy day for them. Cool. All right, so I don't like this smiley face on Twitter, the one with the blushing faces. Why does it do that? I just want like a normal smiley. Let's just go with that. That's fine. Okay. NoCode, bubble, AI, the classics, the classic hashtags. Let's go. $30 to make edits. Is that new? That's a new feature? I think so. All right, that's done. Let's go. So where are we at? So currently what happens is when this generate button is pressed, and the checkbox is yes, it's running the stuff, and then it's adding it's creating a result. It's creating a result in the database. Now, what we could do is use a custom state to store the result in, and then keep changing that custom. Like when somebody changes the tone, they could keep changing the custom state, updating the custom state, and then once the item changes, you know, I think this is probably better just with a save button from a user experience perspective, because then they have more control over what gets saved and what doesn't. Yeah, I think so. So what I'm actually going to do is create I think I'm going to create a new bar above these two. So if we have a bar that kind of lives above the product description and keywords, like a sort of like a toolbar, I suppose. And maybe they could change the tone from there. And then, yeah, maybe they could change the tone from there and then also save from there as well. So let's play around with that. So I'm going to put this in, group these two together. Let's group these as a row. And then let's just that is the overall result. And then we want in here then we want another group in here. This is going to be group toolbar. Let's just drop a little bit of text in here for now. Make the toolbar a row. All right, and then we're going to group these. We're going to group results and toolbar together into a column. There we go. So let's take off the, well, let's put some fixed height on toolbar. Let's make it 80. And let's remove the min width for now. Let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so we need to that's not the right group. Let's just make this a slightly off color group. How's that look? I know we don't want to round this. We don't want any borders. Let's grab some padding. Let's make it 24, 24, 24, 24. It's fine for now. It's fine. I don't like it, but it's fine. It will do. Let's just get it working. So here, what we're going to have, change tone. And then we are going to take the fixed width off, fit the width to content, no min width. And then we're going to drop just going to drop an input in here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll get rid of that for a second. Get rid of that. I'm just going to copy this whole group. No, this whole group. I'm going to put that in there, and then we're going to change tone update. I'm going to make this a row. Put the column gap as 6. We are going to fit width to content. I'm going to change this to update tone. Move it to the middle, and then great. So then we'll make this fixed width. We'll make this 300. Take a look. Okay. All right, so what have we got? So we need, I'm wondering here whether it feels like once you click generate, this panel should sort of like disappear so that you're just then working on the product description until you click save. And then when you click save, this all gets stored, it goes blank, and then this pops back out. I think that works, right? So let's test that out. So we want to update tone. You might actually even want to update the item name, right? So we're also going to do that. I'm just going to take the tone update group. Let's make that fit width to content. So I'm going to take the item group, we'll drop that in as well. Change item name. Or update item. And we're going to make this the same thing that we did before. We're going to make this another text. We just got the group. I'm going to make this a row. Item update. Row grab 6. Fit width to content again. Actually, let's undo that. So let's make this fit width to content. Let's do update that. We're going to make this 6. And this is also going to be 300, right? Then we'll fit this to content. And then here we're going to add a column gap of 24. And then finally, I suppose we'll have the save button in here as well, right? So save result. Okay, so let's put the pad. Let's match the padding on here. I think that's 40. So let's make the padding left 40, padding right 40. Let's go. So what have we got? We've now got our product description, and we've just created this update toolbar. So if we just refresh this, so what we want from a user perspective is for when they first log on, this is the sidebar that pops out. You put in the details, it then creates this product description. This then needs to disappear. And then from there, what we have is the toolbar at the top that you can work on the description by changing the item or changing the tone. And then you can save the result into the database where it then appears in the history tab down here, rather than us creating a new item in the database every single time. Okay. So I think the next thing that we need to do is create a custom state that updates every time the results come through. So let's do that. Let's create a custom state on the page. So, hey, Andy, how's it going, man? You good? Good to see you, dude. You're just joining me building a product description tool. Nice to see you, man. Hope everything's going well for you. Let's have a quick look. So we're going to create a new custom state. Andy, you can probably give me some tips here as well, man. So custom state is going to be, what will we call this? Just call this current result. And a current description. And that will be a text. And we probably want another custom state for current keywords. Current keywords, which is also going to be text. Okay. So from here, what we want to do is when this gets generated, we want to, rather than storing that in the database, we want to, so rather create a new result. We actually want to update the state, right? So I'm going to go set state, set indexes, current description. I'm going to copy that, which is the result of step 1, which is the API. So the API call. Okay. I'm going to move this down. So yeah, so it's the API call to OpenAI. We're going to get the result. We're going to save it in a custom state, as well as the tone. Hold on a minute, what are we doing here? So we click generate. Yeah, we actually want a few custom states. A custom state for each field, is that how this should work? It feels that way. So if I go back to the page, so we've got current, let's just call this current desk, current KW. Then we want current tone. This doesn't feel right, but it will work, but it feels long-winded. Current item. All right. So when this button gets clicked, takes the information, it sends that to OpenAI. It then gets the result. Then we put the result of the description in there. We're also going to set the state of the current keywords. Actually, yeah. So with Because that's a separate, I'm actually going to do that on a separate set state. So we'll also set the state of the current item as the input item. Yep, value. Let me just triple check. That's input voice and that's input item. Okay, so current item is input items value. Then we've got current tone. I called that voice earlier. So we've got input voice. Input voice is value. I need to change the name of these. So this is input update tone. It's going to be input update item. And I'm going to change this one quickly to tone. Oh. So we don't get confused. All right, so we're now taking the initial value and tone, calling OpenAI, using that information to then get a result, of which we will then store in the current description custom state. And we'll also store the item and tone in the custom state as well. So we're not going to create a new result in the database. So that's what we're changing here. We're not storing a new result in the database every time the button is clicked. We want to wait until the user is done refining their description and their keywords. Then they click save, and then it saves into goes into the database. So the first one runs, which is getting the product description. We update the custom states that we can there. Then the second one runs, which is the keywords. And then we need to kind of do the same thing here. And we're not going to make changes to a thing, right? So we're just going to update the keywords with the results of step 3. Yeah, that's correct. So we can get rid of those ones as well. All right, so looking good, right? So we now have, if I refresh this, so if I change this, we should now see that it's not being stored in the history. But what we do need to do is we need to update the display on the front. So this is going to be displaying parent groups, product description, parent group. Yeah, we don't need to do that anymore. We're not using parent groups results. This is literally just going to be the index's current description. That's what that's going to be. Current description. Right. And then this is going to change to indexes. Hopefully, we're now, come on, man, don't give me this. Oh. There we go. So here we'll now use index current keywords. Conditions. This needs to change as well. So now we're going to be using indexes, current keywords. Indexes, current keywords is empty. Actually, we don't need that. We don't need that condition on there or there. It's just here. Indexes, current keywords is not empty. This is visible. Indexes, current description is not empty. This element is visible. All right. Sounds good. Now we can get rid of all this stuff. We're not using the results anymore. So let's get rid of it. Because we're now using a custom state, right? So let's have a look. So refresh this. Let's go in with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Bluetooth speaker or waterproof. Bluetooth speaker. Let's put clear and concise. Get the keywords as well. Click generate. See what happens. So now we're clicking generate. We're going away. We're getting the information from OpenAPI, storing it in the custom state on the page, then displaying that. Nice. Okay, so now what we want to be able to do is make sure that these, so this needs to disappear. And we need to have these inputs run again. Or do we actually? Because we could just update the tone here, click generate. It's still obviously only saving it in the custom state. It's not saving it in the database. So actually, maybe generate turns to update. And then up the top here, it says save result when happy. Save when happy. I think so. We don't need that. So save happy with the results. All right. So, we've been around the houses with this toolbar today, but it's all good. It's all good. So now we just end up with these two items. Click save. And let's move everything over to the left, to the right. Okay, what's going on here? So Oh, I only updated this on the get keywords version. There we go. So we have two versions of clicking this button. One of them is when this is checked, and one of them is when this isn't checked. So let's go into here. Copy, paste. Move that over here. Let's get rid of create this result, and then we're good. We are good. Oh, yes, that's what we want to do. We do want that in there. All right, cool. So should now work on both. So if we refresh this every time now, it's not always going to be there, which is good. If I click generate, maybe we want to get keywords. Okay, so we're getting there with this. We just now need to have the save button save it to the history. Let's get distracted for a second. Okay, so what's next? We want to save it to the history. I'm still not good on this user experience, to be honest, but I don't know whether we should just get rid of this toolbar now and just have the save down here. Maybe once we have the results back, we could just update these. What would be the best thing to do? Yeah, I think once think once, let's just try something. So once this, when indexes current description is not empty, change the text on this to update. Once we click save, we're going to make a new thing, which is a result. And then we're going to store all the information. So item submitted, add all fields, right? So voice is tone. Let me just, so the item submitted will be input item value will be tone. The keywords will be indexes current tone. Current keywords. And the product description will be indexes current description. And then we're going to want to reset the states from there. So we're going to want to remove indexes so we're going to reset all states. Right. And then what we'll do is we will with your results, what we're going to do is going to put a conditional on this, which is when indexes current description is empty, this element, it is not empty, this element is visible. By default, though, this is not on page load, and we want to collapse when hidden. All right. Slide that up and down. I think what I'm going to do is just remove the animation on this. Is it this one or is it this one? Pretty sure it's this one. That's fine. Let's just go with that. So we reset the page, start from scratch. So here, what we're going to do is say we want to sell a. Let's put a Pikachu. Rare. Let's put a rare base set Pikachu. Pokemon card. So if we're selling a common base set Pikachu Pokemon card, see how it does with this prompt. And we want to get the keywords to sell this as well. Let's generate this. Let's see what happens. So what's happening in the background, going to OpenAI, pulling the information, and then we get all of our stuff here. That's interesting. common base set Pikachu Pokemon card is authentic card minted by Nintendo and is in excellent condition. Don't know where it's pulling that from exactly, but again, this is going to get you 80% of the way there. You're going to need to change some of this, but if we didn't like that, we could regenerate this again. The point here, though, is that it's not saving this as it was previously. It was saving this in the database every time we click this button, but now it isn't. So now we're storing all of this information in a custom state on the page without storing it in the database. And once we get to a happy place, so let's change this to funny. Make this a funny tone. So it's going to reset this stuff. I'm going to update it. See, this is interesting now. That's what we wanted, right? So this common base set Pikachu Pokemon card is perfect for any Pokemon fan who loves collecting rare cards. This card is from the original base set released in 1999. Great, it's got that knowledge. Not only is it collector's items, but it's also hilarious to look at. I'm not too sure about that, but Pikachu is making a face that can only be described as mischievous, and his electric tail looks like it's ready to zap someone, which is really interesting because if we take a quick look at that, Pikachu base set, it's actually kind of true. Let's have a look here. He looks a little bit mischievous and ready to zap someone, does he not? So that is kind of cool. All right, really good, really good. So if we like all of this, we can click save, and then if we click history, it's going to be there. Why is it not showing here though? Previously, that happened due to. Oh, I know why. We haven't saved the item name in there. So let me just click. Let me go back to this result. Create new result sets. Yeah, create the item submitted. Input items value. I think actually we can just take this from the index because we save it on the. Yeah, we save it there. We can take the index's current tone. Yes, we take it all from the custom state rather than taking it from the fields. So let's try that again. I'm just going to quickly refresh this. So let's try it again. Common base set Pikachu Pokemon card, funny, get keywords. Oh, actually, I understand why. No, that's right. Let's click generate. See what we get. Going to need to sort a little loading animation out for that as well, I think. And then if we save this. Why is it not showing? Let's have a look in the data. It's definitely saving the item submitted. So let's go over to the history page. Click on design. All right, so current sales results, item submitted, truncated to 30, append ... So I'm not too sure why that wouldn't be working. Because it's working for the other results here. So why is it not showing these ones? I wonder if it's to do with the height. No, because we've got fit height to content on this text cell. Let me just refresh this. Actually, I'm going to preview this to get the debugger. See if we can figure this one out. All right, so inspect. So it knows the text. Why is that not working? What's going on here? Current sales result. So we need to figure this out, right? Max height 56. I wonder if I change this for a second to current sales results item submitted, which is correct, truncated to .30 characters. I wonder if I change this to like 20, just to see if it changes anything. Refresh. Yeah, you see, so it comes in now. That's weird. It's weird how it would work for the below ones, but not for this one. So let me change this to like 29. I played around with this the other day and it was working fine. So yeah, there we go. Maybe. Right. Okay. Yeah. No, sorry. I understand. It's because these are less than 30 characters long anyway. So yeah, that makes sense. So now you can see all of the stuff that's saved in here. But that's good. So we're not saving. Now we come back to generator. It's pulling in the last item, which actually we probably don't need to do now. So let's go back over to index. I'm going to change this initial content and I'm going to make it the indexes current item. And I'm going to make this the indexes current tone. Let's have a look. That should work now. So yeah, we start with a blank. So whenever we hit this page, it's always going to be a blank. Nothing's stored in. I'm going to put like a null state in here so that it's, it says, do something with this stuff. So let's just say we want to sell a Michael Jordan signed basketball. Let's have an exciting tone on this. Let's get the keywords right. So we're going to generate. All right. Pretty good description. Pretty good keywords. Nice. We can update this. We could change this to meaningful. And none of this is saving now because it's all saving on the custom state on the page, which is great. Love this. Look, This one-of-a-kind signed basketball from Michael Jordan is a must-have for any basketball fan or collector. This authentic basketball is hand-signed by the GOAT himself and makes an amazing addition to any basketball memorabilia collection. That's pretty cool, man. I love it. So if we're happy with this, then we can click Save. Everything disappears. We need to just create something here. We need a null state here. And yeah, if we go into our history, we can now see, again, we need a null state. But yeah, we can now see all of our previous items. But it's only saved the ones that we actually saved once we'd finished updating the tone, updating the item. Yeah, pretty good. That's what we wanted. So, all right, let's create those null states containers. So what do we have? What do we have here? Results container. Let's just create a new container. And we'll call this, whoa, where's that gone? There we go. Null state. So what do we want here? Kind of want a null state image. For speed, I'm not going to worry about this too much. Let's just use an icon. I'm going to change. I'll change this at a later date, but I won't bother fannying around with images right now. So let's go for. I think there's like a squares one, right? Or it's like a dashboard item. Where is it? No, let's not go with that. Let's go with this. Let's make this gray. Let's make it size-wise. Let's make this like 100 by 100. This is going to be a column container. We're going to make this stretch the screen, no min width. Min height is going to be 100%. And then we're going to have this and a text in here that says no results yet. And then we'll change this to, what's this? C7s. And then let's group these things together. Oh, no. Let's make these. I kind of want to fit the res. That was weird. Okay, so let's just make this fit to content. Same with this. Let's make this center aligned as well. These two things here. What's this? Results container. Oh, okay. So we want the we want this to fit underneath the results container. So we're going to need to actually, no, it doesn't matter. We don't need to. So we can leave it as a row. But what we want to do is just put that stuff in the middle. We make this a condition. So on is not visible on page load. Actually, it is visible on page load, but we collapse it when hidden when the index has anything really. So we can use any of these. So when it has a current item, so when that is not empty, this element is visible. No. Okay. And then the results container is not visible on page load, collapses when hidden, and then when the index is item is not empty, the element is visible. Perfect. So that should just give us a little null state. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but at least that's not working, right? So collapses. Have we got something else here? What's this butting up against? Let me go into inspect. Okay. Is it this? So we've got our main container, we've got our sidebar, we've got our null state, we've got our group result. Oh, that's the one that we should have the conditional on. But we've currently got it on the toolbar, my bad. Okay. Paste. Not visible on page load, collapse when hidden. And then we can go into the toolbar and just remove that because, well, yeah, we want it collapse when hidden. Yeah, that's right. So let's try that again. Hey, there we go. What I'd probably do is like use, get like a nice image for this. That's also kind of annoying. No min height. How to get something to stretch out across the whole page. I'm drawing a blank here. Anybody watching? Anybody watching? No. Let me know in the comments. All right, so I suppose just make it a fixed height maybe. So let's go to our null state, fixed height. 100%. That's annoying to me. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put 80% instead, which is a hot fix, but I'll fix it later. I'm sure I'm doing something stupid. All right, cool. So no results yet, right? So we can input everything. We kind of want the same thing on the history page as well. The last thing to do here is just actually get a quick logo. And then let's just get this live and deployed. Let's have a quick look. We've got a login page already. So if we go over to login, we've got our login page, which is already dynamic. So this thing changes. If we go to preview here, we've got the login page. If you don't have an account, you can see here, click sign up for free. So you can click that, it changes to sign up. You can sign up, create an account for free. And then once you've created your account, you can log in and use it, and you can store your history in here as well. So the login works. It's already tested. We just need the panda logo, don't we? Panda icon. Let's go. What do we think? What do we think? I like this guy. Can you use these for commercial viability? I don't know if you can, man. Actually, isn't there a panda emoji? Let's just use the emoji. That's fine. So let's go here. And then I'll do. There we go. Logo, guys. There we go. Easy. Bear in mind, guys, there's no money being made off this right now. If this turns into a paid for product, then we'll have a proper logo design. But I'm not going to stop that from letting me just ship that during this ship this product during the live stream. So let's get it done. So let's edit the element. Let's change this to product panda. Let's get our panda logo in here. Cool. So that's it. We've got pretty much everything nailed. We've got login, sign up. We've got our generator, and we've got our history page. So you can come in here, and this is fully usable, and you're good to go. So let's get it deployed. Where are we? So productpanda.co is where we're going to be hosting this. Let's go to Bubble. Let's go to settings. And let's go to domain. All right, so we need to create these DNS records. Where are we? So we got the parked one. We can get that. We can get rid of that, I think. So let's delete that A record. Let's get this one added. Right, so there's no name on these, right? Okay. So we have to put the at. Oh. So we got that one. Pop this one in. Why does that not work? www, right? Will it work off just these two? Aren't these the same? 240 and 241. Yeah. So if we check this again. That's working. Cool. All right, so let's go. Let's check it. Product panda co. Oh, not dot ci dot co dot com. Oh well, guys. Product panda dot co. Hey. That's because we've not deployed yet. Is that correct? Yeah, so we got our bubble page on there. So the domain is all working, but we have not deployed. So we got a few fixes. Group result, parent groups thing. We don't need that anymore. Dynamic text boxes. Description. What's this for? Where are we? Regen description is clicked. Results description. This will be indexes. Current description. No, it won't. It'll be indexes current item. So we got a few bugs to fix here. These are the regeneration buttons because we changed everything to the custom state rather than to the data pulling from the database. What we're doing here is just changing over the inputs for the regeneration buttons. All right, where are we at here? Make changes to a thing. So result thing to change. It's not actually a thing to change. It is a state to change. Set state of indexes, product description to the results of this one. I'm just going to get the exact expression from over here. Funny thing when you kind of call OpenAI and get a response, it pulls through a bunch of spaces. So you need to remove the spaces with a find and replace and using some regex as well. That took me too long to figure out. So thanks to my buddy Axel for helping me on that one. Regen keywords. Okay, so parent groups thing. So let's get indexes. Current keyword. Current item. And we're not going to make changes to a thing. We're going to set the state. I'm going to set the state of indexes, current keywords. I'm going to do the same as before. We get rid of that. All right, issues all gone. No issues to fix. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we've got everything. We are good to go. Or one thing that we need to do is redirect to the login page. Yeah, so on page load. Current user is logged out. Should that be on pages loaded, actually? Pages loaded only when current user is logged out. Navigate to login. That's going to be the same, right, for all pages. We can get rid of this styles page now. I don't need that. All right, so if we go to product panda.co, we're still not deployed. Come on, man. Deploy current version to live v1. All right, cool. Hey, nice. We did it. We did it. We got it live. So we made some pretty cool updates actually on that today, which is sweet. So we are now live. Go to productpanda.co to check it out. If you want to, create yourself a free account, use it. I think the next step for this really is to probably going to take it to some like Reddit groups and stuff like that, and see if any Etsy sellers and people like that find this useful, and if we can get some more feature requests from those guys and what they want to change. So yeah, I think that's kind of the next steps. All right, this has been going on for long enough, and you've seen me and ah for probably too long now, but we did it. The goal was to get this live, up and running. There's a few things that need tweaking. Obviously, we need to sort out the little icons and page descriptions, meta tags, all that kind of stuff. So I'll get around to that, but it's launched, productpanda.co. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, when I think actually we might be doing some redesigning. So we might be doing some redesigning of the Tribecto website, because we're going to be changing that up pretty soon. All right, have a good Sunday and what's left of it, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.